Hello, folks. I am back, and I would like to say my previous video, I must have stirred up a firestorm, but I think a lot of people misunderstood me on that previous video about how to save money on your P320 because, like I said, the new P320 that came out a couple days ago, which was called the AXG Pro. I mentioned about how that you could save money and do it cheaper. And a lot of you have responded. And when you responded, all of you said that I was wrong, this, that, or the other. And I get it, but I think you kind of misunderstood me. And so I would like to make a clarification. I'm going to start off by telling everyone that when they itemize the price of the AXG, with all the components, if you start from scratch, yes, you're going to pay in excess of $1,700, which is extremely expensive if you are starting from scratch. And I agree with all of you 100% that if you start from scratch. Now, I'm going to go over this firearm. It is safe, so I'm going to show this right here. Show this for the YouTube gods. And now I'm going to get into what I meant. And it's probably my fault. Maybe I didn't clarify it enough. But I was also assuming a lot of you saw my previous videos because I do a lot of changing around, and I play with this thing like Legos, and I make over a lot of different configurations. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, this started originally as a X compact. Also, I also had another SIG X series firearm, and it was a full size one, which means that it had a full length barrel here, which is the 4-inch barrel. It had the full length guide rod with the full length spring assembly. That was all there. And I got this separate because I was doing another build. And the only thing I needed for this particular firearm, like all of you know, you can take the FCUs and create all these different configurations. The only thing that I did was order this from Sig Sauer. Yes, it is pricey. And the only other thing I did was order this slide from Sig Sauer. And yeah, it is a little bit pricey. I already had all the other components. So those are the only two things that I needed. And what I found funny was that when I saw the ad that Sig Sauer posted, it is virtually identical to this, but with the magwell. I don't have the magwell with this. I never got the magwell. Maybe I will get it in the future, but that is the only thing I would need to make it exactly like the one that they're advertising called the AXG Pro. Like I said, the configuration, that's all I had to do, is only have this part and that part. I already had these from a previous build that I was messing around with. So the only thing, if you have let's say a full size P320 X series, the only thing you need to do is get the slide, the Pro Cut slide, or the AXG frame. Only two things you can that's the only two things that you need. And I think, again, it's probably my fault. I didn't probably explain it. I probably assumed that you've seen the other videos, but that is the only thing you need to do, is just, if you have the regular components at home, like if you already have your barrels, and I said in previous videos, the most important thing you have to worry about is the barrel and the recoil spring, and everything else is pretty much easy. So that's the point I was trying to make out. And there was a guy, he listed all the components, and he really did a good job listing them. Because if you start this from scratch and wanted to do, yeah, you're going to run over to like $1,700. You're paying for the frame, uh, you're paying for the slide, the barrel, the recoil assembly, not to mention the magazines. And are some of these components are hard to find? Yes, they are. Some of them are not available. Some of them you have to go to the SIG site and order these. Some of them my shop sells um, just the magazines. We don't have anything else as far as barrels and other components, but you can do this provided that you have that the barrel assembly and the recoil. Only thing you would need is two things: is this and this, and that's how I was able to do this. I made this configuration prior to Sig Sauer making this configuration. It's exactly the same configuration as what Sig Sauer has done. The only thing is different is the magwell. That's the only thing. I'm not sure if I believe it's a standard trigger. I'm not sure if they're using the upgraded trigger, but I believe from the pictures I saw, it is the standard X series trigger. And like I said, this was my creation before they even put that out. And it's a good marketing thing that Sig Sauer does. They're letting you know that they can make different configurations and letting you know that you can make these on your own. And that's what makes it so fun. That's why I'm very big on the configurations that I do. So for those of you, some of them are thinking I'm misleading them, or one guy said definitely I was misleading. No, I was not misleading you. I was stating that you can make these configurations if you have certain components that you have existing in your own inventory. If you have some of those parts, you only need a few parts. And like I said, it might have been my mistake. It's my apology for that. But I will say this: uh, have fun with it. That's all I can tell you. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. I love shooting these, and I love making my own configurations. And I'm looking forward to doing more. And I'm going to look for that magwell and give you my opinion. As far as shooting this, it shoots like a dream. I like the weight of the AXG frame. And with the Pro Cut slide, I have no complaints about it. So hopefully this will clear up some confusion, because I didn't mean to. Like I said, if it's my mistake, if you felt as though you were misled, it was not my intention to mislead you. It was my intention to basically say you could save money if you have the proper components that already in your inventory. All you would need is one and two. All right. So hopefully that clarifies everything. Happy shooting. Stay safe. Hashtag 2A.